a day, 7 days a week.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to TV8's Good Morning Vail for your final edition for the month of August. I cannot believe that we kick off September starting tomorrow. It feels like this month has absolutely flown by, but we're excited for the upcoming ski season, and we've got some great information on how you can get a locker here in Avon with the Bluebird Ski Lockers, so make sure that you stay tuned for the next hour of Good Morning Vail. We're also going to introduce you to the Vail Symposium, a great way to expand your knowledge on so many diverse topics, as well as introduce you to Power of the Purses, a great charity event that you're not going to want to miss out on. We've got so much more happening on this edition of Good Morning Vail, which starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Jamie and Dean, we're riding the coast wherever it goes, hot or cold, where ice or snow, the same molecule, it is known. This bond, well, it can't be broke. You drink it, you fish it, you ride it, you live it, you hide it from the sun just to keep it cold out. We go taking it for granted, but all across the planet, well, it's H2O. It's H2O. Long before the moccasins came hydrogen and oxygen, drinking by the Nile for all thousands of years ago. Your brothers and your sisters, your misses and your misters, your mothers and your fathers, your sons and your daughters. So we all need H2O. Don't you know?
Good morning, Vail.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
Welcome to Hiring America, the television program that helps veterans find jobs and transition back into civilian life. Hi everyone, I'm Gigi Stone Woods. I'm truly honored to host this vital program. Reach out to the opportunities you see on this program by logging onto our website, hiringamerica.net, and by following us on social networking sites such as Twitter. We'll keep that information available throughout the broadcast and on our website 24/7. Now, let's get down to business.
For the latest and greatest trends in pop entertainment, Popstar Today brings you compelling celebrity lifestyle stories that matter most to you. From movies, music, TV, and streaming shows, to fashion, social media influencers, and the latest on who is seeing who. Join host Elizabeth Stanton as she digs deep and dives in. This is Popstar Today.
The Vail Symposium is a great way to expand your knowledge horizons, and there's so many wonderful opportunities to learn so many unique things from the Vail Symposium. Well, they've got a great event coming up in September, and we're going to give you some more information on it right now.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Liz. We have a morning filled with wonderful guests, and you are a really wonderful guest. I love what you do in our community. You're like, really? I am?
Wow, it's a great way to start the week right there.
Why not? This is James Kenley and everybody from the Vail Symposium, and you are the executive director. Yeah, you know, I tried touching him, but he wouldn't let me. So this is really exciting. The Vail Symposium is a really great organization here in our community.
Yeah.
And you guys really do a lot of things. They go from fun, they go to important, they go to serious, they go to really educational, and so many other great things through the Vail Symposium. You were talking with me off camera. The first thing I want to touch is this mental health thing that you have coming up in September, which is just a couple of weeks away.
Just a few weeks away.
Now tell me all about that, because this is something that I think is really important in our community. I think our emotional well-being and mental health is really important. So what do you guys have planned?
Yeah, this is a big issue in our community, and it touches all of us.
Yes, it does.
So the program is called Mountains and Minds.
I like it.
The tagline is a mental health summit to strengthen community.
Wow.
So it's 2 days. It's Friday night, September 13th, and all day Saturday, September 14th, and there are a bunch of components to it. There are three of us that partnered to create it. So the Vail Symposium, the Villar Performing Arts Center, which is awesome, and that's where it'll be held. The Villar will be our host.
Okay.
And a guy named Benj Gershman,
who we know who
our
that
community should be familiar with. He's in OAR. He's a founding bass player for OAR. Right. He was here at the Mountain Games,
and
the GoPro Mountain Games,
Gerald Ford Amphitheater.
And they just sold out the amphitheater. So when he was here for the GoPro Mountain Games in June, he spoke on the collab stage with an artist, a visual artist that our community is familiar with, named Pat Milbury. He has the Heart of the Valley artwork throughout the Avon roundabouts and the big mural in the rec center, and the parking structure in Vail and many other projects.
I love seeing all that. It's just makes your day happy.
So Benj, in addition to being a rock star, also has just created a podcast called What Could Be Bad, and it's focused on elevating and destigmatizing mental health conversation.
Hey, I'm in competition.
So Benj, Cameron, and I got together at the Mountain Games and dreamed up an event that our community can really be proud of, focused on mental health.
That's wonderful. What are you going to do there?
Yeah.
I want to know what kind of activities, I guess.
Friday night is a nice dinner on the stage at the Villar Center. Only 100 people. Tables on the stage. And there's a program with our new friend named Adam Bornstein. Okay. Adam's a New York Times bestseller. He's a nutritionist. He's partnered with Arnold Schwarzenegger in a project called The Pump. So he will curate the dinner, crafting the menu.
It's all healthy, obviously.
And indeed it is. And we'll have a talk about the connection between nutrition and mental wellness. And so we'll all be sitting in nice tables on the Villar, looking up at all the seats.
Well, you're going to be like stars eating.
Indeed. So that's Friday night. Saturday morning, there's a private event that starts the day. And people might be familiar with Chef Robert Irvine. He's a celebrity chef. Restaurant Impossible is the name of one of his shows.
Heard of that. Yes.
He has a foundation. One of the projects of the foundation is called Breaking Bread with Heroes. So his team is curating a breakfast for our local first responders, military, and veterans.
Oh, I love that.
So we're working on curating that group now. That'll start the day. And then the public program starts at 10 o'clock. During this program, in the Villar Center, we'll have live podcast recordings of Benj's podcast. So live audience, and Benj will talk with Pat Milbury. He'll talk with Chef Robert Irvine in those two podcast recordings. Judith Landau will present to us. She's an international, for us, she's a superstar. We're the geeks, right? So she's an intellectual superstar, but she consults with the World Health Organization on multi-generational trauma and resiliency modeling.
Okay.
So she She'll present, and then she'll also participate in a panel with our local providers. Vail Health Behavioral Health, Speak Up, Reach Out, Your Hope Center, Early Childhood Partners,
Oh
et
my
cetera.
God, all the most amazing
So
organizations.
it's a national level conversation with a local lens.
I love this.
And so there are a few other components that are coming together throughout the day. The evening session, Saturday night, still at the Vail Center. We will be, I think, the 4th or 5th screening of a new film called Feel It All, created by Drew Peterson. Drew's a professional skier. He's an ultra runner. He's a shaggy blonde guy. You may recognize his picture if you see it.
His father didn't found Harley Davidson, did he?
You know, I can't speak to that. That's out of my depth.
I used to
there.
know
I
a
don't
Drew
know.
Peterson.
So Drew just did the Leadville 100.
Wow.
The film just came out last week. So we're going to screen the film, we'll talk with Drew, and then we have a concert with
you
our
guys
friend
are
Stephen
just
Kellogg.
killing it.
Yeah, so again, the mission is to elevate and destigmatize mental health conversation, and we really want people to get a sense of where we've come from here in Eagle County, and this incredible investment and energy in the last few years to build out our infrastructure and our provider network, and where we can go. So for folks who live here in Eagle County, we really want people to have an understanding of what's available here.
Yes.
And if you don't live here and you're coming up for the event, we want you to be able to have a conceptual understanding of the provider network here in Eagle County so that you can go home to wherever you live and know who to start talking to about how to enhance the experience in your local community.
I just think that's amazing, and we do have a lot of different outreaches, and so the fact is that everybody has something that can work for them and maybe not work for them. So the fact that you're going to introduce a variety to people gives them an understanding that, okay, maybe that doesn't work for me, but that might. So that's what's really, really special about this.
Yeah, good insight. Right on.
No, I love that.
There should be something for everyone in here. I would say it's family friendly. It's probably not young kid friendly. There'll be some heavy themes, right? We'll talk about depression and suicide. We'll talk about behavioral disorders and so on. So, but our teenagers in our community are feeling these issues and they're seeing them every day. And so we'll leave it to parental discretion. But for all the rest of us, for employers and employees, for athletes and adventurers, for academics and intellectuals, for people who are retired, grandparents, parents, there's something really for everyone in this conversation.
Absolutely. People can have lifelong mental health issues. People can have mental health issues that have just come about because of loss or anything like that, or health reasons. So there's always a way that somebody can reach out here in our community. And I just think it's really special that you're doing this, and to have so many people in a beautiful atmosphere and with food and music. I mean, really, what could go wrong?
What could be bad?
No, I think this is what a beautiful thing you guys are doing. It's really a great commitment and something that's a service to our community. That's the most important. And when you bring up the youth, I think it's sort of important to them, depending on the age bracket, because we lose a lot of young people here.
We do.
To suicide, and it's very sad, and it hurts my heart. I've known many, and I just think that something that you are doing can bring light to such a subject where I believe the stigma is being lifted already. I think it needs a little bit more work because some people still feel like nervous or ashamed to go reach out. Yep,
and it's important to note there is a lot of energy around this in our community. We are it takes a village, and our village is working on this. And so we're not pretending like we've got a silver bullet or there's a solution. We're trying to contribute to the momentum, to highlight the people who are doing the work in our community, and to leverage some star power from these folks to help that sense of normalcy that we all wrestle with this in one time or another.
And it's interesting how sometimes a celebrity can just make us pay more attention than somebody that's just not a person that's on the main screen or something like. It's just interesting like that. But if they have an issue, I'm going to tune in because if they do, then it's normal. Interesting.
So September 13th and 14th, Mountains and Minds, and you can find more information at valarpac.org. The Vail Center is managing all the ticketing and all the info. So
that's wonderful.
PAC.
And then they have their Fall Underground Sound coming up, so we can find out
Indeed
about
they
that
do.
also.
Yep.
Now we have just about a minute left. Is there anything else through the Vail Symposium that you'd like to share with everybody?
Well, maybe just for a bit of levity.
Okay.
This coming Saturday, August 31st, at 5 o'clock at Vail Mountain School in their auditorium, we are thrilled to welcome John Foley. He's a former solo captain of the Blue Angels.
Ooh, I love
He
that.
is a Top Gun. He flew with Tom Cruise in the films. He's energetic, motivational. This one is fully family friendly. He wants to engage with all the kids. He's going to share stories. The title is Flying Upside Down and 18 Inches Apart. It's the name of this program.
Wow, I love that. Flying upside down and 18 inches apart. I can really play with that title.
So
but
a
I'm not
little
going
bit of
to.
levity
This is
into
great.
the conversation.
Well, we need a little levity also
Yeah.
because levity is also great for our mental health. So
Indeed it is.
This is exciting. Oh gosh, we're going to have somebody that was with Tom Cruise and we have all this wonderful stuff. I can't
Yeah.
thank you enough for being
Well,
here.
thank you for
the
having
Vail
me.
Symposium, one more time, give us the information how people can reach out and get
Yeah.
information for what's going on.
VailSymposium.org is our website. We have 10 more programs before Halloween, and then we'll launch a full winter season sometime this fall.
Year-long help with the Vail Symposium, a wonderful organization. I cannot thank you enough for
Thank
being
you.
here with us. You guys
Thanks,
have a
Liz.
great time, and I look forward to all of the wonderful events that you have coming
Thank
up.
you so much.
I'm so happy to have him here. This is wonderful. Check it out, Vail Symposium, everybody, as well as the Villar Center's website. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Next up, we've got a special duo from two of the best voices in the bluegrass and country genres.
We know you're going to love this one from Melanie Cannon and Willie Nelson. Here's Back to Earth.
And the songs our love created, I still sing. And every night we make the rafters ring.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Welcome to Nantucket Rope Bracelets. All of our stylish bracelets are handmade in our Nantucket workshop, using only the best non-shrinking line with soft, flexible finish. Find us at NantucketRopeBracelets.com and order your beautiful piece from Nantucket today.
Good morning, Vail.
With winter right around the corner, and it's going to be here before we know it, well, it's time to get prepared. And a new concept here in Avon is the Bluebird Ski Locker. Well, the owner had the opportunity to stop by the studio and give us some great information on how you can get a ski locker. So let's hear what he has to say.
Well, that weather looks pretty incredible, but I'm thinking about the winter weather that's coming up, and that's why I have this guest sitting next to me. I'm really excited. This is our brand new neighbor here in town, Chuck Pass from Bluebird Lockers. This is something that everybody's going to be excited about, whether you are a boarder, a skier, a telemarker, whatever you do. When you want to get up there and fight for lockers or have all that cramped space, no more, because we have you here now. Chuck, I'm really excited to have you here today and as our new neighbor here in the Seasons building in Avon. Tell us all about the Bluebird Locker system that you have planned for all of our athletes and, well, wannabe athletes that are here in our community.
Absolutely. Well, Liz, I want to first of all say thank you very much for having me here.
Our pleasure.
To talk about our new business in the Seasons.
Right.
And we are bluebirdskilockers.com, so you can go to that site and learn more about it. But we're going to make it easy for people. We're having different size lockers for 2 sets of skis, for 4 sets of skis, and of course for your snowboards.
Mm-hmm.
You can put your helmets, some clothes, gloves, accessories in there, so you don't have to schlep it from your condo
Right.
or your house all the time. You can walk across the street to the Weston lift so you can go 100 feet or so in your boots so you don't have to go too far. We want to make it easy for everybody.
Well, I can tell just by listening to what you're saying, it makes it easy. Number one, there's a lot of people that do not like walking around in those boots. They're not really fun. They're super cumbersome. So if you have stairs to deal with or anything like that, you are a hop, skip, and a lift away.
Absolutely.
You like that, how I did that?
Exactly.
Yeah. But this is cool because of the different sizes as well. Now, I've seen your space, which is right next to us here on TV8. It's massive.
Right.
So you're going to have a lot of space for people.
Absolutely. So we're going to have a lounge area where we'll have TVs, couches. So before you go out, you can sit and wait for your partners to come by. We're going to have an outside space. There's a beautiful patio that you can reach to. We'll have 3 entrances and exits. We'll have several changing rooms. We have our own restrooms.
Wow.
We're also going to have a small kitchenette so you can have coffee, tea. We'll have some food there for you. We're going to make it easy and fun for you. Accessibility 24/7.
Look how pretty that is.
7 days a week, exactly. So this is all new stuff that we're coming out with. So the idea is to make it almost like a club.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it's more like a little gathering space. You can meet your friends there when you're getting ready and all the other fun stuff, but it's really a nice environment. It's almost like a really fancy health club's locker area where you go in and you just feel good. It's kind of elegant looking, but you're doing your favorite sport of life, and then you get to meet your friends, and literally you are right here. So you don't have to worry about walking too far, getting to that lift, or even just going to the parking spaces are really close.
Oh, absolutely. We want to make everything accessible, not make it so hard. I mean, skiing, you have a big workout, truthfully. But if you get your stuff and you can dress easily, and with your friends, it's going to be a social. That's what we want to make it.
I love that.
Very social activity. And like you said, it's going to be like a club.
Yep.
A fancy club is the idea.
And everybody gets to see each other with their helmets off first.
Right.
And everybody can recognize who everybody is at the same time.
Exactly.
Which I think is great. Now, I am not, anybody who knows me knows I'm not the greatest skier. But what I did figure out when I was trying is it's a very cumbersome sport. I couldn't even, you know, and I'm not that strong, so I couldn't lug everything. And if I had to lug it all the way up to the lift and everything else, it would be really, you know, it wouldn't make it fun for me.
Exactly.
And it didn't make it fun for me.
Right. You'd be worn out before you got to
I was exhausted.
To the thing. The other few things that we're offering people is that if you want to have your skis tuned, you let us know. We're working with another sporting goods store that tunes skis.
Wow.
We will take them out of your locker for you. We will deliver them, get them tuned overnight, and bring them back.
That's a service.
So that's a good little service for you. If you live out of town, you're only going to come for a week or two. We're also going to save some lockers that you could rent for a week, which is a little different than most people do. You can ship them to us. We'll ship them back to you. You know, we're going to make it as easy as possible for you. But we really found that taking care of your skis and bindings and boots, and if you have a problem and you don't have time to get it fixed, we'll take care of it for you.
This is full service.
It's full service. We're also going to have a little area in there that you can do a little bit of tweaking on your skis too. We'll have a few vices. If there's a few little things, but it won't be a full service thing by any means inside. So
just
that
for
will
people
go.
who know how to tighten their boots, like a little key wrench or whatever.
Exactly, right.
Whatever they use there.
Right. If you have a few issues with your boots or your helmet or whatever, there'll be a little area for you to work on that too.
I can't tell you how excited, I can feel the excitement about this because let me ask you something. So a lot of pass holders, there's only a limited amount of space for lockers up where people go.
Exactly.
And it's usually a first come, first served basis, and then everybody's kind of stranded. And then for safety purposes, this is my biggest thing. A lot of things get, unfortunately, even in a beautiful place like this, people will take your stuff if it's just sitting out there in the open. I've heard so many stories last year where people just walk away with someone's skis and things like that.
Absolutely. So every locker is locked.
Right.
You'll have your own combination 100%. There'll be a key code to get into the facility.
Ooh.
So if somebody is not at the desk at that moment, you know, safety-wise, it's going to be very, very secure. Skis will never be let out. I mean, if we have skis out, it's because they're getting tuned.
Right.
But we will put them away immediately. If you ship them to us, they're going to be in a locked, you know, place in the facility.
Those lockers look huge. You can really store a lot. I mean, where I live, I couldn't even put a ski in our little locker area.
Oh, right.
This is really fantastic, and I like how you have the apparatuses where you can hang your stuff on there as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And even if people want to snowshoe and come on up,
Oh, yes.
you have a change of clothes or
Right.
anything. Now, is there a price structure that you're going to work with?
Right, so they're really rented by the year.
Okay.
So just to give you an idea on a price, for 2 sets of skis with all the accessories, it'll be $19.95 a year.
That's it?
That's it. And then for 4 sets, it'll be $29.95 for the entire year. That's what people don't realize sometimes. It's not a month, it's not a week, it's an entire year.
That is remarkable. That's affordable for everybody.
For everybody, especially people that live in a 1,400 square foot condo. Where do you put your stuff all the time? It's really
No
a bummer.
kidding.
And drying it out. We're also going to have boot dryers to let you know. So you can put your boots on there while you're changing back into your street clothes. By that time, your boots will be dry. Throw them right back into the facility. We're also going to have vents in there so your clothes will dry. I mean, it's a very dry atmosphere here anyway.
Yes,
but
it is.
still things get moist, gloves and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So, we're always thinking about that to keep things dry.
This is remarkable. You haven't missed a beat on this.
Well, we're trying. I mean, we're trying. This is my son in my operation, and we have some business partners also involved. And we've all been skiers over the years, so we kind of know what people were looking for. And when I used to come skiing, oh my gosh, 50 years ago, we had nothing like this at all.
50, come on.
I mean, oh my gosh, yes. I'm actually longer than that. So the skis were much longer. Everything
I
was
remember
different.
they were huge.
Oh, we used to ski with over 200 centimeters, like it was no big deal. But with the parabolic skis now, the skis have gotten shorter,
Yeah.
so you can fit more stuff in the lockers, which is nice, I have to say. And you should be able to fit your cross-country skis and like snowshoes, like you were
Right.
talking about. You can use it for other accessories.
Sure.
We're also going to have about 7 rooms that are going to be 10 by 10, 10 by 15. If people want to rent one of those. Now that's a whole thing where there'll be a couch, there'll be your own
What?
personal thing. You could actually put your bicycles in there if you choose in the summertime. You'll have still for ski stuff. I mean, they're pretty substantial. That's a whole different price structure. So that's something you can call us on, to be honest with you.
I mean, you guys have
that's
thought
a new
of
deal.
everything as far as, talk about the word convenience.
That's number one is
And
convenience.
affordability.
Affordability.
And security.
Absolutely.
And happy.
And happy, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to be so happy. I'm blown away by the prices because, a lot of times out here, everybody's like, oh, I want to do this and that, but the expense is so high.
Yep.
So you know what? If people save up all year long for that pass, they only have a little extra money if they want to throw down for that locker.
That's right.
And I just think it's magnificent. And you are 100% correct. I'm one of those people that live in a very small condo.
Yeah.
And when they built condos out here forever ago, they didn't have any storage. It was for people to come in, change their clothes, and leave.
Exactly. Yeah, times have changed.
Yes, they
truthfully.
have.
And,
But you're
you know,
going with the times.
We're trying to go with our times, and we just know by us living here with the facilities and talking to a lot of the local people, we're becoming a local person now too. I mean, we're still very new in the area, but just hearing what they wanted, and we've come out in the last year talking to a lot of people and looking at the competition, of course, but most people's lockers are at the ski resorts.
Right.
This is kind of a different idea that we're hoping people will catch on to and enjoy. And this building is just perfect with condos above it, and the location's fabulous, I think. And
Oh, it's perfect location. And just to sum this up, if you are looking to have the greatest experience coming up this summer, you have a place to stash your stuff, a place to meet your peoples, change, and all the other good stuff. Grab a little, water or something like that. This is magnificent. I can't thank you enough for being here
Oh,
and
it's
being
been my
part of our
pleasure.
community now
Oh.
and doing something that should have happened a long time ago. So
Well,
I'm really grateful that you're here, and
Thank
I
you.
know everybody is ready for this. How do people reach you so they can get this ready for the winter?
So bluebirdskilockers.com, you can go on there, and we have a phone number, and I just got my number, so I don't know it. It's 970-343-6220. But most people want to go to the website, and you can sign up now because we're starting to do reservations for people. We hope to be open by Thanksgiving, first week of
Wow,
December.
that's
So
fast.
construction has started, but it's going to take a few months, honestly. So, we'll work with you 100%.
This is Chuck Pass, like Ski Pass. This is Bluebird Ski Lockers. This is going to be amazing, and we're so welcoming you to the community and as our new neighbors. Get ready to get yourself super convenient for the winter. I'm Liz. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunity to points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point of this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
I'm Andrea Jackson. I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together for over a decade, and now, only on Daily Flash, they serve up a fast, fun, fresh perspective on the day's trending news and entertainment. Daily Flash offers the latest in pop news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, wellness, and even some unscripted, irreverent, who knows what's next fun. Daily Flash with Mitch English and Andrea Jackson, trending news and entertainment.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. And Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
Good morning, Vail.
Jamie and Dean, we're riding the coast wherever it goes, hot or cold, where ice or snow, the same molecule, it is known. This bond, well, it can't be broke. You drink it, you fish it, you ride it, you live it. You hide it from the sun just to keep it cold out. People taking it for granted, but all across the planet, well, it's H2O. It's H2O. Long before the moccasins came hydrogen and oxygen, drinking by the Nile for all thousands of years ago. Your brothers and your sisters, your misses and your misters, your mothers and your fathers, your sons and your daughters. So we all need H2O.
A great event that supports a great nonprofit is Power of the Purse, and they had the opportunity to come into the studio and give us some information about how you can participate. So let's hear what Power of the Purse is all about.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. It's hard to believe it's almost September, but there's lots always happening here in the community. And joining us now, we have Robin Hanson. Robin, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I'm going to let you take it from here, but what is going on in about 10 days here?
Okay, so we have our annual Power of the Purse event. It's a brunch and purse shopping extravaganza. Basically, it is an event that will also help girls in need. So all of the profits go to help girls in Peru with education empowerment programs. And these are girls that are facing homelessness, trafficking, and are really vulnerable. And so this event is a great way to support them.
Yeah, what a fun event, what a fun idea, and a great cause. Where did this idea come from?
So we have some friends for the actual event that helped us put it together. It's basically, we collect a lot of donations in the community of purses and items. And then at the event, it's a wonderful brunch. You can come, enjoy, and then there's tons of purses for sale. Really discounted purses. So you can get a purse for $5, $10. And then we have a live auction with the best of the best. So Michael Kors, Tory Burch, we have a Gucci purse, and those are for the live auction. And then we have a great raffle as well, so you can get raffle tickets. We have our wonderful community just really supports us.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of gift certificates for salons and art and things for the house that people can raffle. But it's just a super fun event, and also just to know that you are helping out someone in need makes it all the better.
Yeah, I love that. And I heard our very own Gretchen's going to be helping with that auction and emceeing a little bit, which is going to be great to see her out there. How do people get involved? Do you have to get a ticket ahead of time? If people want to donate, how do people get involved?
Yeah, so tickets are on sale online at our website. It's cdehope.org. But also purses, we're still taking some purses if people want to donate still. But you can get it online. You can show up the day of the event. I know some of us like to make those last minute decisions, but when we're full, we're going to be full. So it's best to get those ahead of time.
And that's kind of like a conversation piece. I don't know, but I assume women are, where'd you get that purse? And this is just a great little conversation starter.
You know, it's really fun. I mean, who doesn't like to just shop and have something new? We're going into the fall. It's just a fun time to get together and just celebrate. So
yeah, and where is the event?
The event's at the Edwards Interfaith Chapel. So it's a great location for Down Valley, Up Valley, just central.
Right in the middle there.
Yeah.
I love it. Where did you come up with this idea? How did you kind of attach it to helping the people in Peru? But where did it originate?
I founded our organization, Corazón de Esperanza, about 14 years ago. My husband and I spent a year volunteering in Peru. Nice. And then we adopted 5 siblings from the place we were volunteering at, brought them home to our community, and I just couldn't forget all those kids that we left behind. And so I had to do something about it. Yeah. So I started this organization, and we're the first in Peru to help these kids who are leaving orphanages, who are facing trafficking, who are out on the streets, have nowhere to go. And so they can come to us for transitional housing. We provide education. We're really a holistic program trying to help them become independent citizens in their own community.
Amazing.
So basically, if you're a parent, we know that it takes like 18 years or longer to parent, even after they leave the home, but we're trying to do the fast track for these kids. We have them for about 3 to 5 years and just trying to give them all of the basics that they need to become successful.
Yeah, and then do you guys return back there, and how are you seeing the impact that's being made?
So we have all of our staff are Peruvian. We really believe in supporting local leadership. But I go back about 4 times a year. I take groups, so if anyone wants to come and join us in Peru, I take groups twice a year to just go serve and love on these kids and whatever gifts or things that they have that they can share with them. So we go about twice a year, and we have over 100 kids in our programs.
Amazing, amazing. And then the power of the purse, what is that? What is the power?
Yeah, so the power is we all have power inside of our own wallets, our purses, to help others in need. So all of the things that we have and receive are not just for us, but they're also the power that we have to change the world. And this is an event that people can do that. Buying a purse seems like something, oh, that's for me, but that money can provide education. It doesn't take a lot to help a girl in Peru totally change her life in the direction it's going.
I love that. And so this event's coming up. What happens the rest of the year? What does the organization do year-round?
So the rest of the year, I mean, we have other events. We ran a snowshoe event for 10 years. Now we have something called the Llama Run, which is super fun. Who doesn't love llamas?
Is that an actual llama running?
No, it's just us wearing llama shirts in honor of all the llamas.
Love that.
But we have other events, like I said, our service trips and things like that. One of the stories I can tell you is we have a girl who was dropped off at an orphanage after being trafficked by her own father. She finally escaped one night to a police department. And she had been trafficked, I mean, if you can imagine, 8 years old, that's 3rd grade. And she had already suffered that. They put her in an orphanage. At 18 years old, the traffickers were waiting for her to come back so they could have their property. Thankfully, she heard about our program and was able to come in. And with our help and support, she graduated as a nurse. So she could detect abuse that was happening to other kids. And even cooler is that she is the first girl in Peru with our support to win her case against her father and the other traffickers. So buying a purse might seem like simple. $35 to come to an event is not much when you think that it can totally change the direction of a girl's life that really needs it.
Amazing. So powerful, and what a great, great cause. Are you going back anytime soon?
Well, I just got back, so I don't go again until February, but I've been able to take all of my kids back to Peru at least for 1 or 2 trips.
Love that.
Which is really fun for them to go back and help some of the kids that were in orphanage with them.
Love that.
And see the change.
And if this is our community kind of donating the purses, I assume there's some pretty sweet purses in there.
Oh, there are. We have some pretty good name brand purses. We have, our auction is just jam packed. Like I said, one of the exciting bags is a brand new Gucci purse, which is really popular. But this community has just been really great. We have over 300 purses that will be at the event.
And are you still accepting more at this point?
We're still accepting more. If people want to donate, it might, you know, we have up until the event, but if people want to donate, we still have time to get those in for sure.
Amazing. Robin, thanks so much for joining us. Anything else people should know?
Just get your tickets. Don't leave it hanging to the last minute so you can make sure you get a seat and join this event and know that you'll be helping someone who really needs it.
And what's the website again?
The website's cdehope.org.
cdehope.org. And then to get involved, they can just go contact
Just go
via
online,
the website?
contact. I usually get those. We're a pretty small organization. So yeah, contact us and see how you can make a difference.
How big is the organization? Is it you?
Well, here in Gypsum, we keep our costs pretty low. So it's myself and I have an assistant. And then in Peru, we have 16 staff, social workers and psychologists on staff.
I love that. Robin, the power of the purse. Check it out. And yeah, what a great cause. Money's going back to Peru to help make a big change for young adults.
Yeah, September 7th.
September
Saturday,
7th.
10:30 a.m.
Get your tickets and consider checking them out and supporting everything you do. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck these next couple days leading
Thank
into
you.
the event.
Yep.
And yeah, get those tickets and we'll be back with the rest of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Create fall memories in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
The Eagle Valley High School athletic director stopped by the studio to give us some great information about what we can expect from fall sports this season. Let's hear what they have to say.
Welcome back, everybody. Tuesday morning here at TV8 Vail is packed with so many great guests. We're mixing it up, and now we're going to sports here in our community. This is great. I have Ryan Lynch here. Now, Ryan, you're not only the athletic and activities director, but you're also the assistant principal at the Eagle Valley High School.
That's right.
Welcome to Good Morning Vail.
Thank you, and thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and I'm really happy to have you here. So what can we be most excited about coming up for this next season?
So we've got some good fall sports coming. I actually got off to a really good start. All of our teams, we only have one loss between all of our teams. I know it's really early.
That's great, though.
It is, and I think a lot of people might know that the two schools, Battle Mountain and ourselves, have mixed our football teams together. Battle Mountain wasn't able to field a team, unfortunately, this year. But the AD and I came together, we worked out a deal, and so we're taking some of their students, and our football team is probably larger than it's been the last 7 to 8 years, which is great. We've got a lot of kids out there, maybe 60, 65 kids now.
That's remarkable. And at first people were like kind of sad that we heard, oh, if there's not enough interest at Battle Mountain, what are we going to do? Where's the Huskies and all that? But then you brought in a collaboration of players, and now you have a stellar team.
Yeah, we do. And that's actually exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring the two communities together and make this one team. We kind of have that with the hockey situation over there. Our players play hockey for them, and so we're doing the same thing in football, and hopefully we can collaborate and make one, great team that everybody can be proud of in the area.
I think it's wonderful. We used to have something when I was growing up called the Optimist Club, and that's where you would bring the kids from different areas of the schools if you didn't have a full team or something, and they would create a local team. So it's kind of what you're doing, but even probably a little bit more exciting and better than what we did forever ago. Now, what is the dynamic for the kids now? Are they excited? Are they getting ready to be superstars, or are they just kind of going in slowly and making their way in quietly?
So with this team, they came in a little apprehensive. Everybody's trying to understand, who the coaching staff is. Luckily for us, we've got a great coaching staff out there, and they were able to welcome in the kids. And, it's a little bit of a drive from their school to ours, so we changed our practice time to accommodate them when they come. And so everybody is on the same page now, and I'll be honest, I've heard nothing but good things. And so I'm feeling pretty positive about it. I'm excited to get the season started. We start this Friday, actually. We're playing Gunnison.
And where are you guys practicing?
So we practice at our school, our field at Eagle Valley High School. And then, their drive is probably about 28 minutes, 30-minute drive. And so we change practice time from 4 to 4:30. And so they get there on time. And it's worked out pretty well so far. And
that's pretty impressive.
Another thing I want to mention, and I want to thank the AD from Battle Mountain, Bobby Ecker. He's really helped us with equipment. They opened up their storage room to us and gave us everything that we needed, so we didn't have to order all new stuff, which is great at a public high school. If anybody knows, the funds are a little bit tough sometimes, so that was a huge help, and we really appreciate that quite a bit.
Well, that's what we call teamwork.
Right.
I mean, if they're not using it, why not bring it over to you guys, and then everybody can use what they have, and then you don't have to worry about money and some kid going without.
Exactly.
Or anything like that. Now, how do you change your roles from being, having to lead people and having to tell people what to do?
Right, yeah, that's tough.
Is it?
This is my second year, and so also having the assistant principal role added on to the athletic director role, as you mentioned earlier, that makes it pretty tough. So I think my job kind of turned into a collaborator at this point to try to bring everybody together, and Bobby and I kind of did that together, actually. And it was, like I said, it was a little bit apprehensive at first. We were working with the parents and making sure everybody understands we're on the same page here, and you guys are going to be looked at just like our students are, and so that's kind of how it's turned out.
Good, so there's no different balance of, we're actually of this school. Everybody welcomes their teammates like brothers, and that's the way it should be.
It is, and I have to give credit to the principals as well. Tom and Jason, we all sat down in a meeting before we did this, and we decided let's come at this from a community aspect, and so we want everybody to feel like we're on the same page. And they were a catalyst for that as well. And we put out a message to the whole district and let everybody know kind of what we're doing, and everybody's kind of bought in so far, so it's been a good deal.
I think it's wonderful when a community comes together for something as important as local sports, because everybody just loves to cheer the kids on and everything like that. And are they excited to get ready? And do you have people coming in to scout the guys yet for maybe college or anything like that when it comes to be?
Not quite yet, but that's going to start pretty soon. I'll
Yeah.
start receiving phone calls, and then we'll sit down with the coach and have the scouts come in and talk to the coach about recruiting. And so that's when it gets kind of fun for the kids for sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
And the age group is anywhere from what?
That's freshman to senior.
Freshman to senior. And then do you have the cheerleading squad?
So we have a pep squad, and then we have a dance squad. So we're a little bit
Ah.
different. We don't have cheerleading at our school, so we use our dance squad as the cheerleaders for the games.
That's wonderful. And, you know, cheerleading these days is more like dancing anyway. They
You
do
got it.
these amazing things. So that's really good. So the whole community gets to come together.
Right.
As far as pep rallies go, you're going to have those?
Yeah, we got a pep rally coming up here pretty soon. I'm not sure exactly what the date is on that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I know within the next month we're going to have one, and then we do that. We coordinate that with Devil Duels, which is something separate that we do at our school for all the students, and so we'll incorporate both of those together and introduce the teams.
That
It'd be
sounds
pretty cool.
exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing like a great pep rally where everybody gets super stoked,
Right.
excited, and getting ready for just the biggest season of high school sports.
Right, yeah, that's the fun part about it. And then
Yeah.
everybody gets on the same page and we're ready to go. And we've got really good crowds at the games, and so it becomes a lot of fun. It's a little tough as an AD sometimes to control all of that.
Oh, I bet.
But we've got really good kids, and I didn't have too many problems with it last year. So we're hoping for some bigger crowds this year with the two schools combined in football. But we've got, all of our other sports are great too. We just had a volleyball game the other night with Central Grand Junction.
Oh, nice.
And that was our first game for the new students this year to get a taste of, we call them the bleacher creatures. And they sit up there, and so they
That's
get
funny.
pretty loud, and it's a great atmosphere.
Volleyball can be pretty exciting.
It
you know,
is.
you didn't realize, I never thought it, but it's action-packed.
Right.
And sometimes you don't have to wait for anything in volleyball because it's continuous. It's going on. You don't have to stop, wait.
No, you're right.
You know,
Yeah, it's definitely action-packed. We got a great coach that keeps the energy level up, and he even gets involved with the crowd a little bit, which
Oh,
is pretty
nice.
fun. And so he's built a great program, and I'm really proud of our volleyball program for
Oh,
sure.
I love that. Do you have any advice for parents that get a little bit overworked during the games?
Yeah, it's
Sorry, I had to bring that up.
No, it's okay. That's a tough part of the job sometimes. I completely understand. I'm a parent too. I've got
Yeah.
a daughter, and so I used to get pretty involved in her softball games. So I try to take that into knowing what these parents are getting into a little bit. And sometimes if they get a little bit too rowdy, I might go sit next to them in the crowd and put my arm around them a little bit and just talk to them. But other than that, our parents are pretty good. I have a parent meeting at the end of or beginning of every season and kind of set the expectations, and everybody seems to fall in line. I didn't have too many problems last year, so I'm hoping for the same this year.
Well, that's really great that you have that meeting right at the beginning, because sometimes parents get overworked because they're their kids, but
Right.
they're not the coach, so they have to sit and cheer their kids on, screaming and
Well,
everything
that's a
like
tough
that.
job.
It is a tough job, my
Yeah.
goodness. But you guys seem to have it all zeroed in. And
All right.
what other sports can we be excited about? With
So-
the volleyball and the football. What else?
So we have softball that started off 4-1, and they've got a great coach, Jesse Merrihew, and this is his first year coaching the softball team, and they've done amazing. We just played a tournament in Loveland where we went 3-1, and it was great. And so our cross country team is unbelievable. Our coach, Melinda Brandt, she takes them all over the country. And so I think this year, maybe in a couple weeks, I'm not sure the exact date, they're going to Phoenix, and they're going to run, it's called the Twilight, and it's a Nike sponsored event. And
Wow.
so they did it last year in Terre Haute. We got some great runners. The Blair brothers are unbelievable, and so their mother's actually a coach on the team, and I couldn't say enough about them. They're probably one of our premier sports, if not the premier sport.
I was wondering about that. Do you think the Olympics that have just gone through have motivated these kids to be even bigger and badder than they ever were?
There's absolutely no doubt about it. Yeah, you can see it on their face at practice for sure. And
Really?
They bring in that fire and motivation, and that team definitely is ready to go right away.
That's exciting. There's something about when you see all these major athletes doing so great, and then you're going and you're just starting off, or you've been doing it for a couple of years. It just gives you that oomph,
right,
and that drive and the excitement.
Well, I have to tell you, you know, we like I said, we have great coaches, and the coaching staff. I went to my first cross country event last year, and I think the coaches run more than the kids do.
Oh,
I've
my
never seen
goodness.
anything like it. So the coaches just take off as soon as the race starts, and I started looking around, going, "Well, where am I supposed to go?" I didn't know what was going on. So it was great, and they're extremely motivated as coaches too. I would assume the Olympics probably put a little bit of fire into them as well. So.
That's incredible. I want to thank you so much, Mr. Ryan Lynch, everybody, doing such great things with the kids for the sports. Now, how do people look up the schedules?
So the best way is just to go on our website. I'm not sure exactly what the website is off the top of my head. I think it's evhs.eagleschools.com, and then you can look at athletics, and it'll pull up all of our schedules per season, and that's the easiest way to find it for sure.
That's wonderful. I can't thank you enough for being here. Ryan Leach
Absolutely.
from, this is going to be amazing. Let's get ready to cheer on our kids and all of our athletes and everything else that we have going on coming up for the fall sports season. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Sure. Thank you so much for
Appreciate
having
it.
me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Always, always. Well, this is Good Morning Vail on TV8, and we'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Every day around the world, when tragedy, danger, and disaster strike, when life and death hang in the balance, we look to the heroes among us.
Welcome to Nantucket Rope Bracelets. All of our stylish bracelets are handmade in our Nantucket workshop, using only the best non-shrinking line with soft, flexible finish. Find us at NantucketRopeBracelets.com and order your beautiful piece from Nantucket today.
Good morning, Vail.
Jamie and Dean, we're riding the coast wherever it goes, hot or cold, where ice or snow, the same molecule, it is known. This bond, well, it can't be broke. You drink it, you fish it, you ride it, you live it. You hide it from the sun just to keep it cold out. People taking it for granted, but all across the planet, well, it's H2O. It's H2O. Long before the moccasins came hydrogen and oxygen, drinking by the Nile for all thousands of years ago. Your brothers and your sisters, your misses and your misters, your mothers and your fathers, your sons and your daughters. So we all need H2O.
We want to thank you so much for tuning into your Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here each and every day to bring you some great community information, get you in the know, help you plan your time, and get you excited for all of the things that we have coming up here in our wonderful community. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow for a Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. I've been your host, Maddie Evans, and I'll see you then.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer,